Hello, hi there, lovely Tauruses, and welcome to my channel. And this is your July love forecast for 2017. And my name is Bella, and most people know me as Bella's Secret Psychic. And if you're watching me for the first time, how I do my readings is firstly live, one take, I should say, and I do it at home here in London. And anything can happen. I do it in one take because I'm just conveying basically what my guides want to tell you in this moment, in this time, about what's coming up. And I also have two dogs. One of them's dancing around my feet as we speak, and the other one most people usually hear in my videos because he likes to snore. But hopefully there's not going to be too many interruptions. And also just wanted to thank people so very much for your encouragement, your lovely comments, and also for subscribing as well. I really do appreciate it, and I feel very blessed, and I hope this is useful for you also. So pretty much, guys, what is coming up for you on or for the month of July? Right, my guys are saying here there's a little bit of your strength, I guess, being tested when it comes to your love life. So if you're single, that will be represented in the strength of you being bothered to even date or to feel hopeful about getting into a substantial relationship. And I would say here, pretty much, if you're single, this is not really the best month, I think, for you capitalizing on gaining a strong connection with somebody. So I would say either give dating a break, focus on you, or if you are dating, just to take it with a little bit of a pinch of salt. So probably see it more like fun. I'm not going to lie to you guys, I'm not getting whistles and bells and any key significant dates or weeks that are going to be very good for you. Hence why my guys are saying here your personal emotional strength when it comes to having some hope seems to be a bit waned. So don't turn that inwards, don't turn it into a negative, just turn it into, oh well, not this month, because there's plenty more time. And what I'd hate for you to do is to try to get with somebody who's not worth the effort. So see it a bit like that, in the positive, if you can. Right, for those of you who are in a connection or maybe hoping to get back with somebody, this is where your strength will be tested. So for those of you who are in an established connection, it feels to me, it's positive, because it feels to me that in the first week it's been shown that, and this will apply actually for those in an established connection, but also those who are wanting to get back with somebody, because it feels to me that the truth needs to be spoken about how you're feeling. For whatever reason it is, there's something that's bugging you, bothering you, or you've been disconcerted about or disheartened about the lack, I think, of somebody's input, or the lack of them not trying to get back with you, or the lack of whatever it is in this established relationship. So you needing to speak your truth. And also the need for you to feel noticed, the need for you to be respected, the need for you to know that you are such a good person, a good catch. Like, in a way, you kind of need the other person to help you, or for you to express that you are a confident person, you're a good person, that you're a good catch, and that you need to express that because you're feeling like the other person isn't appreciating you, or is just taking their time, or isn't just giving you the answers about whether they're coming back or not. They're dithering around. And so by speaking your truth, my guides are saying here, you're in the mindset of, well, what have I got to lose? Because if I don't say anything, then this will just continue. The pattern of how we are in at this moment in time will just continue. And actually, I don't want to continue like this. I'd rather just lay my cards on the table, basically. So for some of you, that may take an extra leap of faith to do that, because you might feel very vulnerable, particularly if you're trying to get back with somebody, that perhaps them hearing the truth, that you might frighten them away. You mustn't be frightened. This is where the test of strength comes in for you. And the same if you're in an established connection. If you don't speak up, then the person, how are they need to know how they're supposed to change in order to fulfill your needs? So it's coming across as you being successful. So don't be afraid of it, basically. Do speak your mind, because you'll be successful with it. Because basically the other person will say, okay, I hear you, and it makes complete sense. And I am perhaps being not giving, or, you know, I'm being unreasonable, or whatever this is. They do take on board, basically, their responsibility in this. So there is a real effort shown on both sides of your connection in the second week of wanting to slowly work at fixing this, but in particular fixing what is emotionally being pulled apart, to start to build that bridge. But it is slow, guys, I'm not going to lie. It's not like you have the conversations like, oh yeah, I do it straight away. It's like, we'll work at this, let's do this, let's slowly bring ourselves together. Okay, so there is a feeling of letting and needing to know that it will go slow. Don't try to run before you can walk. Don't try to get it straight away, because you'll just disappoint yourself some more. But you will see, my guys, is saying the efforts of that person listening to you and trying. And that, I think, is going to be good enough for you. In the third week, and I think it just builds, is the way it's been shown. So it builds. But so there's a lot more confidence, I think, from your part, and then a willingness of both parties to try to see creative solutions more. So for me, if you're in an established relationship, maybe you've just stopped paying each other attention. There's lack of intimacy. So it might be that you spice things up, or you are going on date nights. That kind of thing happens. And as you both build confidence, then it's like this strength that I'm talking about. This both starts to build in the strength of your relationship, the strength of who you are as a person, how you feel about things, but also, again, if you're reconnecting with somebody, the strength of leaving the past behind and closing old wounds, and feeling like you can say and be yourself without it leading to some sort of consequences. It's like, it's that kind of strength. It's like, it's just, yeah, it's just, you can see things, the relationship basically is getting stronger, but slowly. This is good stuff, guys. So, you know, there's an overall feeling that when we get to the kind of like the fourth week, it's more of the same, if I'm being honest with you. It's like stages, and by the time you get to the fourth week, it's like building the emotion side of things. So it feels like it's probably more practical, more fun related stuff that seems to sort of happen in the, you know, up until then. But as you get to the fourth week, sorry guys, there's my neighbour's kid wanting to be vocal. I told you this is a live one take. But it does feel to me that emotionally, there's a much more the bonding in an emotional level, or the trust and feeling a little bit more vulnerable with each other, and believing, and then speaking, and the beauty of that then sort of comes out in the last month, which is quite nice. And I think it's important, because it is slow, my guides are saying here, and you understand that and you can see it, there will be a temptation sometimes to want them to move faster for you, because you can see how good it's going to be, but also you don't want that worry in the back of your mind that what happens if it slips again. Keep your thoughts and your intentions positive. Believe that you have helped by vocalizing, by also being different, by just working at this in an adult good way, that it works to your favor, basically. So it's a rather pleasant reading, I think, overall. It's a test of strength that builds, that grows, that cements and keeps you together, that rebuilds. It doesn't destroy, but it is slow. And probably will trickle in into next month, and that's fine, because sometimes things can't get fixed overnight. And unfortunately, like I said, sorry for you if you're single. It's just coming across that in that month, if you're single, that, you know, it's probably more of a strength of test that you're not meeting the right kind of people. But that's fine. It's just, we have those months, don't we? So I do hope that that's been helpful. If you'd like to know more about me and my services, and also just let you know, on the 3rd of July, I do have a free 5-day tarot and psychic ability challenge. It's the second time I'm launching it this year. It's free 5 days where you get to learn more about tarot, psychic abilities, what your extrasensory ability is, because we all have it. It's good fun. So if you'd like to join that, it starts on the 3rd. It's open for 2 weeks. So if you're watching this late, you still might have an opportunity to join it. So please do. So I do hope that's helped you, and I've been better, and you have an amazing July. Take care.